one would you like to look at first? Powers of zero. I think we've already looked at one of these already, but that's okay, we'll come back to that. I'm going to ask you a question before I teach you what a power of zero is. Because we looked yesterday at two laws, two NX laws. What were those? Multiplication and? So what are we doing with multiplying powers with the same base? What do we do with powers? We add them. What are we doing with dividing? Take them away. Very good. So if I gave you this sum here, if I gave you 4 to the power of 3 divide 4 to the power of 3, can you write that as a fraction for me, please? As an expanded fraction. So I should see something. So what do I write there? So what is that? Four.
Zero.
Oh, that's, what's 4 times 4? Times 4?
64. 1.
64 divided by 64 is? 1, correct? By the $64.64 friends. And I give every one of my break of money up equally. How much does each friend get? $1, correct? Now, you just told me before that when I'm dividing powers, what do? I subtract them. So I've got 4 to the power of 3 minus 3. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Is that correct or not?
Yes.
So 4 to the power of 0 equals?
0.
1.
Anything to the power of 0.
What if I change my numbers here? What if instead of using 4, give me another number?
1.
You're going to have to do that times that times that, by the way.
1.
6. We're going to do 6.
No.
We'll change it. I'm just going to do it in purple this time. So we're going to change it to 5. You're going to do 5?
Yeah.
We'll do 5. Right, we'll go 5. See if it works with 5. So 5 times 5 times 5. Okay, so what's 5 times 5? Times 5? 125 divided by? So now I've got $125 and 125 friends. What do you know is the number of dollars and the number of friends? How much does each friend get? Okay, so 4 to the power of 0 equals 1. 5 to the power of 0? Okay, now I need another, we're just going to follow those patterns. What if I gave you x to the power of 0? What does that equal?
1. X.
What about if I gave you z to the power of 0? What does that equal?
1.
Why does everything to the power of 0 equal 1? Why does anything to the power of 0 equal 1? Let's think about that. Well, how do you get 0? Give me a scenario where you get 0. What do we start with? How do we start this problem off? I said 4 to the power of 3 divided by?
4.
What is anything divided by itself?
1.
How do you get 0 power? How do you get a power of 0? 3 minus 3. Would that change if it was 2 minus 2? 5 minus 5? Doesn't matter what the powers were initially. Anything divided by itself is? Now, if that's all gone over your head, what do you need to remember? I'll draw it up a bit. Anything to the power of 0 equals 1. I'll write that down here. So now, let's have a think. Anything to the power of 1. So how could I make that happen? I'm just going to rub some of this middle section out. How can I make a power of 1? If I said 5 to the power of 3 divided by 5 to the power of, what should it be? 2. That would be equal to 5 to the power of 1, wouldn't it? Because it would be 3 minus 2, which equals 5 to the power of 1. Correct?
Yes.
Happy with that?
Yes.
Now, if I write the expanded form of that out, that would be 5 times 5 times 5 divided by 5 times 5. Correct? What do I do at the top and the bottom? 5 there.
Subtract.
Cancel 2 of them out. So I'd be left with 5. So 5 to the power of 1 equals 5. Give me a letter.
X.
A letter.
Z. X.
B, let's go down. Sick of using X's and A's. Let's go B to the power of, give me a number between 1 and 6. 6 divided by B to the power of equals B to the power of 1, correct? So that would equal B times B, whoops, 6 not a B, times B times B times B times B divided by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What's going to happen with almost all of those B's?
Cancel.
What are we going to left with? Where?
The sum.
On the top. So it's going to be, that one's going to cancel. And I'm left with B.
What if it's an odd number on the second bit?
We'll get to the, so on the bottom.
Yeah,
Would it be B to the power of 1?
it'd be B to the power of negative.
Negatives. We're going to deal with negatives later. Not today, tomorrow. Good thought though. That's how I will introduce it when I do it, but we're not going to do that today. So anything to the power of 1 is? Itself. So all our other index laws have had a to the power of something. So what should this be? What should the law look like? A to the power of
1.
equals?
A.
Very good.